All right, well, a union guy wanted to know where his union dues were going, but let's just say the union not exactly forthcoming. Then Labor Secretary Hilda Solis rolls back a rule requiring unions to be forthcoming. Then the National Right to Work Foundation files a suit against the Labor Department for all but giving unions a pass on being forthcoming. Well, first to the guy who started all of this, Chris Mascara, a member of the United Food and Commercial Workers Union in Maryland. Good to have you, Chris. Thank you for coming.
Thank you very much.
And the guy whose group is providing Chris with free legal aid as he carries on this fight, Mark Mix, the president of the National Right to Work Foundation. By the way, we did reach out to the Labor Department. No statement, no response as of yet, but hope springs eternal. All right, Chris, what happened? You just wanted to know where your money was going, right?
Well, basically, it's about disclosure and transparency. And as we all know, unions have a way of hiding money or moving money around. And I thought as a union member, which I've been for the last 11 years, and as a former shop steward, that I should be privy to where the finances are going, where my money is going, what it's being used for,
what did they
expenses.
tell you? What did they tell you?
The union and the local union is not very forthcoming with these details, but the LM2 forms of a few years ago were, fairly full of facts and, in terms of things like salary of the president and expenses for office space and such like. So that's why I filed the suit, because it should be public knowledge and should be it's something I would be interested to know.
Hence, you're involved. And that's the same thing you've been pushing for years, right, Mark?
Absolutely, and we're glad to work for Chris in this case because, union officials have the privilege of forcing workers as a condition of employment of paying these dues, and yet on the back end, there's very little transparency about where this revenue comes from, where they're expending it, how union officers are benefiting from it. The LM2 form is the primary mechanism of information for union members. In fact, going back to 1959, it was John F. Kennedy who marshaled this bill through to get disclosure for union members, knowing that union officials... As a senator, that's right.
Senator. So he just wanted to know where this money was going. He wasn't judging it one way or the other. Still can't find out. Legally, given the fact that the Labor Secretary has rolled this requirement back, they don't have to respond, right?
Well, that's right. The LM2 reforms that were passed during the Bush administrations got done at the very end of the Bush administration. Hilda Solis, upon becoming the Secretary of Labor, suspends them and now is rolling them back.
Chris, how do you feel about all this? Do you feel that your money's being wasted, or you're still okay with it? What?
I feel that the union, at least my little local union, tends to have extravagant tastes. They have a $2 million office suite that they bought, a condo office suite they bought. They spent $250,000 on office furniture. The president, Gino Wren, has an income stated in the LM2 of something in the neighborhood of $200,000 a year. None of this is illegal, but all of it is something that as a union member you'd want to know where your money is going, and disclosure is the best method.
Now, your point, Mark, that they found, I'm sorry, Chris, but if they found out about that, or workers or members found out about that, they wouldn't want to continue being union members. Right?
Absolutely.
They might
right.
Go
ahead, Chris.
Oh, I'm sorry. They might be right about that. I mean, I don't think I'd be very comfortable knowing that my union local spent $250,000 on office furniture, bought a $2 million office condo. To me, that's a little bit extravagant use of union dues, especially when you consider that our local has 6,000 or 7,000 members. I just don't see where the money goes and how it gets spent.
Where does this go?
Well, we're going to be in federal court. We filed the case in the District Court of the District of Columbia, and we'll see where it goes from here.
Guys, thank you both very much. What a weird case. And again, to the union and union representative, Labor Department, you're welcome anytime.